In less than 72 hours, the United States could be hit by tornadoes, giant hail, 80 miles per hour winds, and the craziest part is, late May snow is about to fall across New England. Oh wow, absolutely terrifying. Oh wow, a rare storm is heading straight toward the United States, and what's about to happen may be even more terrifying. This rare storm coming. An extremely unusual weather pattern is beginning to develop across the United States, and over the next few days, millions of people could face extreme weather stretching from the West Coast all the way to the East Coast. Hello everyone, and welcome back to today's detailed weather report on CIA television channel. Hope you're all having an absolutely wonderful day. But wow, I have to say right from the beginning, that what the atmosphere is preparing to unleash at the end of May and the beginning of June is truly remarkable. An extremely powerful low-pressure system is spinning above the Rockies, while a massive high-pressure ridge is building like an atmospheric wall across the United States. And this combination is going to create the perfect setup for multiple dangerous weather events, widespread severe thunderstorms, destructive wind, gusts up to 80 miles per hour, giant hail, supercell thunderstorms, and even rare late spring snow in the northeastern United States. Oh wow, just hearing that already sounds terrifying. And right now, let's dive deep into the full breakdown of the extreme weather that is about to unfold over the coming days. First of all, dangerous weather is already beginning to erupt today. As of today, Friday, the threat for severe thunderstorms has already developed across several areas of central United States. The first major hotspot will be West Texas, especially around Amarillo. This is where the atmosphere is becoming extremely unstable as warm, humid air from the Gulf of Mexico collides directly with colder, drier air pushing in from the west. And what does that lead to? Thunderstorms capable of rapidly intensifying throughout the afternoon and evening. The biggest threats today will include destructive wind gusts, large hail, intense lightning in Wagsville. A few areas could even see wind gusts reaching 70 to 80 miles per hour, strong enough to knock down large trees, cause widespread power outages, and create significant damage. Meanwhile, areas stretching from Denver, Colorado down toward Oklahoma City and Tulsa are also under a slight to moderate severe weather threat. Tornadoes today? The risk is not extremely high, but it is definitely not zero, and this is only the beginning. Tomorrow is when things become truly concerning. Oh wow, Saturday could become the most dangerous severe weather day we have seen in several weeks across the Great Plains. An extremely powerful upper-level low-pressure system will spin directly over the Rockies, creating an environment highly favorable for supercell development. Right now, the Storm Prediction Center has issued a severe weather threat from South Dakota into Nebraska, a broader threat stretching from Montana all the way down into Texas. But honestly, I could absolutely see this forecast being upgraded in future outlooks. Because if this low-pressure system shifts just slightly farther east, and if Gulf moisture surges northward more aggressively than expected, then wow, we could absolutely witness a major severe weather outbreak across the central United States. A dangerous dry line is forming. And this is extremely concerning. Tomorrow afternoon, a very sharp dry line will stretch from Wyoming all the way down into Texas. This is the boundary between warm, humid air and hot, dry desert air, and directly along this boundary, supercells could rapidly explode into development. If that happens, giant hail tornadoes, widespread destructive winds could all occur simultaneously. Current models show tornado parameters rapidly increasing across South Dakota, Kansas, Oklahoma. That means the atmosphere may have enough spin and instability to support strong tornado formation. Oh wow, absolutely terrifying. The tornado threat depends on storm mode. The most important factor right now is how these storms actually develop. If only a few isolated supercells form, then the strong tornado threat could increase very rapidly. But if too many storms erupt at once and merge into a large complex, then the tornado threat may decrease somewhat, while transitioning into a broader damaging wind event. However, with the amount of atmospheric shear already present, combined with an intensifying low-level jet, I truly believe tomorrow has an extremely high severe weather ceiling. The low-level jet is strengthening rapidly. One of the most important signals right now is the low-level jet. This lower atmosphere wind flow will pump enormous amounts of moisture and energy northward into the Great Plains. Across South Dakota, winds will blow strongly from the south. Meanwhile, across Oklahoma and Kansas, winds will begin shifting toward the southwest, a setup that very often increases atmospheric rotation dramatically. Longtime weather watchers already know this is often the perfect recipe for dangerous tornadoes. And there's more. This system also features what meteorologists call a negatively tilted trough. In simpler terms, it has the ability to generate significantly stronger atmospheric rotation. And that means a higher tornado threat, more violent thunderstorms, more dangerous rotating winds. Timeline of events. Saturday, between around 2 p.m. and 3 p.m., the first thunderstorms will begin developing near Wyoming and Nebraska. Initially, storms near the low-pressure center may struggle because of limited moisture, but by around 4 p.m., everything begins to change. New thunderstorms may rapidly erupt across Oklahoma and Kansas. If this happens as models currently suggest, these storms could become extremely dangerous. Very large hail-destructive winds, the threat of strong tornadoes, could all develop. By evening, storms may merge into a larger system stretching from South Dakota down toward Kansas. Some areas could experience wind gusts of 60 to 80 miles per hour, intense lightning, torrential rainfall throughout the overnight hours. Sunday, the dangerous weather does not end. Sunday morning, much of the storm system may weaken slightly, but by afternoon, everything could redevelop once again across the northern plains. Once again, supercells, strong winds, tornado threats could return to Nebraska and South Dakota. And what's especially notable is that this pattern may repeat itself throughout the entire first week of June. But the most shocking part is coming from the northeast. Oh wow! This is the part that is truly surprising many people. A strong low-pressure system from Canada is diving into New England, and tonight into tomorrow morning, something extremely rare could happen. Snow at the end of May. That's right, snow may fall across New Hampshire, Maine, Vermont, and even a few snowflakes could fly near Boston. Absolutely unbelievable. Snow in the northeastern United States at the end of May is incredibly rare. Temperatures are dropping to unusual levels. Saturday morning, many locations may fall into the 30s and 40s. Some mountain regions could even approach freezing temperatures. Wind chills may make it feel closer to the 20s and lower 30s. This is extremely cold for the beginning of meteorological summer. Fortunately, snowfall totals are not expected to become too significant. Most locations may only see 1 to 2 inches in higher elevations, and much of it should melt quickly as temperatures rise again. But even so, seeing snow at the end of May remains an incredibly unusual weather event. The Omega block pattern is dominating. The main reason behind all of this is a weather setup called an Omega block. This pattern acts like a giant atmospheric lock that forces weather systems to move very slowly. Right now, low pressure in the northeast, low pressure over the Rockies, massive high pressure in between are creating a shape resembling the Greek letter omega. And this is causing extreme weather systems to become trapped for several consecutive days. So early June could become very active. As we move into early June, this pattern will begin shifting. That opens the door for additional severe weather outbreaks possible. Tornadoes, derechos, mesoscale storm systems to develop more aggressively. European forecast models are currently suggesting the second week of June could bring significantly stronger storm systems into the country. And if that happens, the 2026 severe weather season could enter a far more active and dangerous phase. The Gulf Coast is about to get soaked. Beyond severe storms, heavy rainfall is also becoming a major concern along the Gulf Coast. Between now and around June 5th, Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Houma could receive 4 to 7 inches of rainfall. This increases the risk of flooding, flash flooding, localized water rises, especially if any tropical disturbance attempts to develop over the Gulf of Mexico. At the moment, there are no strong signs of a major tropical storm, but there is still a low chance that a tropical low-pressure system could try to form during the first week of June. So over the next several days, the Great Plains face dangerous severe weather, destructive wind gusts up to 80 miles per hour, giant hail, powerful supercells, rare late May snowfall in New England, prolonged heavy rainfall along the Gulf Coast. Oh, wow. This will likely become one of the most remarkable weather periods we have seen since the beginning of spring. And it truly feels like the atmosphere is preparing to enter an entirely new mode as June begins. Thank you all so much for watching today's weather report. If you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe to CIA Television Channel and turn on notifications so you do not miss any of the latest extreme weather updates over the coming days. Stay safe, and we'll see you again in the next forecast.